All right, Feel Hot Fast Day 2. Today we are talking nutrition that doesn't suck, okay? That doesn't take away from your life, but that actually adds to your life and makes it better, okay? Now, let me guess. Chances are you have spent most of your life thinking that nutrition equals eating as little as possible. Because that's what I thought. I thought that nutrition had to be miserable. I thought that it meant giving my body as little food as possible, as little calories as possible, counting calories, no sugar, no alcohol, no fun. Perfect grocery hauls with Pinterest level meals, followed by giving up, ordering out, and feeling like a failure. Okay, that was the old. But here's the truth. Okay, if your nutrition requires perfection, it is not sustainable. And if it is not sustainable, there is literally no point in even starting. Okay, I know that that sounds maybe a little savage, but here's the truth. If you cannot see yourself doing a diet for the rest of your life, please don't start it. Okay, please don't start it because you're going to leave feeling like a failure. And once you stop that diet, you will gain the weight back and feel even worse about yourself. Okay, and here's the truth. It doesn't have to be that hard. It doesn't have to suck when you follow the things that I am teaching today. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get leaner and feel hot without cutting out your favorite foods. Okay, how to build meals that don't leave you feeling hungry 2 hours later, and how to be able to go out, eat dinner, and still feel proud of yourself the next day. This is how you look hot without losing your damn mind. Okay. I actually had a client tell me that she feels so free for the first time in her life because she has finally learned how to enjoy her summer, go out for dinner, enjoy a drink, and keep seeing progress. Okay. Because she wasn't obsessively tracking, she wasn't cutting carbs, she was just applying the simple habits that I'm about to share with you today, and she's been able to drop inches without even thinking about it. Okay. So, I want to start this by saying it is not about eating less. It is about eating more of the nutritious foods and focusing on getting enough. Okay. So here is the no fluff, works for life nutrition foundation that I give to all of my clients. Number one is to anchor every meal with protein. Most women are under eating protein without even realizing it. Okay, not enough protein equals more cravings, more muscle loss, slower fat loss, and it also just makes it harder because protein makes you full. Okay, so you want to aim for a palm-sized serving of protein at every single meal. And the great part about this is if you're going out to dinner, to a barbecue or something, just make sure you order something with protein, right? Whatever you are getting, make sure that you are prioritizing and anchoring every meal with protein. Number two, prioritize fiber. Everyone talks about protein, but not enough people talk about fiber. Okay, fiber plus protein is the key to making you feel full longer and allowing you to naturally eat less without counting calories. Okay. But it also allows you to cut back on your cravings because you're actually going to start giving your body the nutrients that it needs. Okay. Protein and fiber is the ultimate cheat code because when you eat your protein and fiber, you are actually less likely to overeat everything else because you have given your body such nutritious foods that are actually going to make you full. Okay, so how do you do this? I want you to think 1 to 2 fruits or vegetables minimum at every single meal. Okay, step number three is to plan for life, right? Plan your life or plan around your life, not against it. Okay, so if you know that you're going out for dinner tonight, adjust your earlier meals, but not in the way that we used to be trained to, right? I don't mean to starve yourself all day before you go out. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to think, how can I make sure to give my body enough protein and fiber before I go out so that if I don't get enough fiber at dinner, I already got some fruits and veggies in. Right? This is what I do before I go out. I do not starve myself, right? I make sure that I am still nourishing my body before, but also when you do this, you are not ravenous when you get there and you are less likely to overeat and actually eat a healthy portion. Okay, my last tip, pick the meal that you want. Okay, if you go and you are craving the burger, but you're like, I should really order the salad, order the burger. Order the burger and a side salad, but order the burger. Order the food that you want. Okay, because this is what's going to allow you to actually feel satisfied and stick to your diet. When you tell yourself that you can't have the foods you want, this is when you're like, screw it, I'm just going back to how I was eating before. Make it sustainable. And I promise you, if you zoom out in the grand scheme of things, is going out for dinner even once a week going to ruin your progress? No. not unless you let it by completely falling off track because of one meal. Okay, the only way that one meal can ruin your progress is if you stop because of it. But if you just get back on track with this nourishment checklist the next day, then you're going to be fine. Okay, and this is how I allow myself to never be off track because there are no rules or no things that you can't have, right? The goal is to make sure that you are nourishing your body, right? Check off, give yourself a gold star for all of the protein and fiber you ate that day, and then move on, right? Once you got your protein and fiber, don't stress the rest. You do not need to be a perfect meal prep girl. You don't need to cut carbs. You don't need to avoid dinner with friends because it's not clean. You just need to create stability with food so your body starts to trust you again and you can create habits that actually last. Okay, so today focus on the big three: eat protein at every meal, add more fruits and veggies to your day, and plan around your life, right? Look at your day and just ask, where can I support my body better? How can I nourish myself better? Okay, so that's it. Stay tuned for day number 3 tomorrow.